What are you doing? How do you like the food?
I think it needs a lot of salt. It's not as good as it was before. So we'll see how the tamale goes. I don't feel like it is 800% right now. I'm gonna do half of this because I got a feeling it's gonna need salt. It's hot.
Is it good?
Yeah, it's fun.
What was going through your mind when you saw that? Because it's rained into my brain. I didn't expect that.
All right. Live on a chilly Saturday morning here in Phoenix. Waiting for my wife at Home Depot. We just ate. She found some flowers on the way out that she had to stop and grab. So, yeah, man, it's today's agenda. It's another busy day of chores for your boy. Our son's friend his family is getting rid of some landscaping rocks they have in their backyard, and our home has a need for some landscaping rocks. So we are going to go and transport these rocks from one house to our house, and then hopefully lay out a nice little landscape like rock bed. Again, we live in the desert, so grass is an expensive option. Most people do the rocks, like the Southwest desert kind of landscape feel, and that's what we're doing. So a lot of manual work today, a lot of manual labor, no jiu-jitsu, unfortunately, but we're here at Home Depot getting some gloves and some equipment, and we'll be on our way. Out of the car and got some flowers.
I didn't know that you were recording me. I thought you were showing me. Oh man, I'm so excited to have lavender. My plan is to do a lavender, rosemary, or lavender, rosemary, lavender, or lavender, rosemary.
I don't know what any of that means. None. But I'm happy that you found lavender.
So happy to have lavender.
I feel some kind of way.
You should.
That's it.
It's your Saturday project.
Here we go.
Ooh.
Oh! Oh! You want to more speed. Ah! Oh! God. Oh, God. Hit it harder. Hit it harder. Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go real hard. We got that extra hump. Shake it around. Walk it backwards. Go side to side.
Good job, man.
Just looking at him, my back went out of
I think I broke my arm.
I ran with the dog.
Oh.
Halfway there.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, me
Person, just random person.
Just another cold morning here in Phoenix, Arizona. So yesterday was kind of a cooked day in terms of like the honey-do list that I had was we have, like most homes in the Southwest, don't have a lot of grass, so we use rocks as kind of like the landscaping, right? So the house that we bought, it's kind of patchy, right? If it was a hairline, it would be receding tremendously. So one of the things that we were going to do was, you know, our son had a friend whose parents were replacing, they're redoing their backyard. They were like, we got rocks, so we're trying to get rid of them. We have rocks. You guys need rocks. Let's, you know, you guys can have them. And surprisingly, rocks are pretty expensive. Who knew? So we go over there yesterday. My wife and I, our son's there, and we get to this backyard, and there's rocks, but they're not like landscape decorative rocks. They're like just rocks. Like apparently, I guess that the home previously had like a rock backyard, like a rock garden. However, it was kind of like they didn't do any maintenance, so like it was overrun by weeds and grass. And so we were like having to rake out these rocks out the mud. There was weeds everywhere, and so my wife was like, as we started doing it, my wife was like, I don't want these rocks. They really didn't match the aesthetic of the rocks that we currently had. They were just kind of like just regular, just rocks. I know that sounds weird because rocks would be rocks, but there's a difference. There's different shades of rock colors, and we weren't really driving with what we were trying to go with on our front yard. But we were there, and we had kind of already mentioned that we would take the rocks. And so our son's friend's father had like rented a trailer, but we offered to kind of help take the rocks out of the backyard, and they were going to just dispose of them. They were going to just take them into the dump. So we ended up doing that yesterday morning, which was way more physically grueling than we thought. You know, like trying to get the rocks, put them in a wheelbarrow, take them from the wheelbarrow to the front yard, load them into this little trailer. The rocks weight bent the trailer frame, so it was a whole thing. So we get back, we go home, and then we like, okay, we're not taking the rocks. We're gonna have to like buy rocks, but let's try to start doing whatever we can in the front yard to make it look a little bit more presentable. So we did that yesterday. And it just kind of took all the energy out of me. But I did lay like a little paver pathway, so I was pretty proud of myself and my handyman skills. Now, the following day, just got done with church, and so we're kind of headed out to church is over. Don't know what's on the agenda for the rest of the day, but wanted to do like a little recap of what happened yesterday because, as you can see in the footage, started off with some grand aspirations, and then it just kind of ended up being not what we expected. But in the end, I think we did an act of good service for friends of ours, and at the end of the day, gave us a little workout. So just another wonderful weekend of doing married chores, but I guess things could be worse. So just kind of checking in to kind of wrap up the vlog since kind of on a cliffhanger yesterday. All right, so until we talk again, thank you guys for checking out the channel. Bye.